Told you I'll be back. We're about to talk about Madden franchise mode, or the lack thereof, or the abundance thereof, or the conspiracy theories behind it. Stay tuned. All right. So, based off of my previous videos, my number one requested compatriot is back. The one with almost the most likes out of the others. This is AJ, aka Komo, aka Rambo, aka whatever name he goes for this week.
Yep. I decide.
Yeah. So pretty much the two of us are here right now to really just be talking about Madden franchise mode in Madden 22. All right, or the lack thereof, however you want to approach it. This video may be critical. We may critique EA, maybe unjustifiably so. Don't know, can't confirm, but we can just tell you we're speaking from the consumer perspective, where we love football, period. And EA has a stranglehold on the football games, and there's nothing else that we can really do about it. So if you won't give us a better product and no one else can give us a product, we're going to complain about you. Fair to say, AJ?
Yeah, fair.
All right. So I'm going to give the viewers a little overview of what happened from, I believe it was June 20. What year are we in? 2022? June 2020. And up to today. And then if I forget anything, let me know. And then if you do have any opinions in anything I'm about to say, definitely jump in. All right. So here we're going to go. June 2020. EA Sports makes Madden. Madden is an NFL video game, comes out for video game systems. You know, it's just the norm. And every year it comes out. Typically around the end of August is when the new Madden comes out. So June 2020 is when they start promoting, advertising the next Madden that's coming out, because it comes out in about 2 or 3 months. And June 2020, they came out and they advertised the upcoming features. And I can tell you from personal experience, I was reading the feature list. It was going through, there's Madden Ultimate Team. And then I was just like, okay, great. I don't really care for Ultimate Team. You know, Ultimate Team is the pay to win, where pretty much I know some people who buy Madden, which is already a $70 game, buy the Ultimate Team pack, which is $100 or $120 now, and still drop another $1,000 after the fact for Ultimate Team.
There's a video right now.
That's how much it is, right?
There's a video out right now on YouTube. Somebody spent two grand.
$2 grand. So what they spend the $2 grand on is that when you're playing these games, you get to buy, my fault, you get to buy packs, which includes players. And obviously the better players are more rare. So obviously you want to buy, like, let's say if you're looking for, everyone knows Tom Brady, all right? No matter how you know football, you know who Tom Brady is. There's different versions of Tom Brady. There's like a Tom Brady with a 95 overall. There's a Tom Brady with a 99 overall. There's a Tom Brady with an 85 overall. So you buy a pack and then you see Tom Brady in there, but they'll give you the 85 overall. All right, cool. I'm gonna drop. I don't know how much the price is because I don't play Ultimate Team. I absolutely have no idea. But let's just say if it's like $20, it gives you like 10 packs. I feel like that might be reasonable pricing. I don't want to.
That sounds right. That sounds about right.
Like 10 packs for $20, $2 a pack, give or take. You're gonna get only one ultra rare card. Okay. And if you don't get the Tom Brady card you're looking for, or at least a good quarterback, guess what you're about to do? You're about to drop another $20. And you go up to the point where AJ just said, $2,000. Now, video game ain't life for me. I want it to become life, but even when it becomes life, I can promise you EA, 2K, MLB, SDS, all of y'all, I can't do Ultimate Team, man. It's like, that's the one thing I actually do like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. You don't need to spend money. There are free ways to make decks. Now, obviously, you could spend money to get a better deck, but you can still be competitive without dropping a dime. And that's what I appreciate. So, again, obviously, if EA, out of all the things they're going to want to advertise, they're going to advertise Ultimate Team because people will drop $2,000, $1,000 throughout the lifespan of the game on top of the money they paid for the game. So obviously that's their cash cow. They're gonna support it. I'm not even mad at them for that. In EA's defense, hey, listen, you got some fools out there giving you $2,000 to buy the ultimate cards, and you still have a game that has crappy gameplay, and they still paying you $2,000 extra on top of it. By all
That's a
means,
headache. That's a headache
by
to
all
say.
means, man. Yo, listen,
That's a headache.
the hustler in me is telling you, good job, bro. You got these suckers, hook, line, and sinker. You know what I mean? Like, these are simps, like by far. But anyway,
I get it from a bitch perspective. You can't say no.
Well, and eventually you're so invested in it, you already put $1,000. Why stop now, right? Go put another 1,000. I'm pretty sure this is gambling. This is how gambling starts.
I think it is gambling. In a way, it is gambling. You're spending money in hopes for a reward that is substantial to anybody else's, and it's just random. It's randomized.
But technically, arcade games are gambling too, in that retrospect.
One eternity later.
I mean, so pretty much you could drop $2,000 on EA, but Massachusetts, I can't bet on the Super Bowl game. I can't gamble on it. It's illegal. But really? I can drop $2,000 on EA. Yeah. Anyway, so back to the topic at hand, franchise mode. So franchise mode in and of itself is actually the gameplay the game mode that I care more about. This is where you take control of a team, or you could do a fantasy draft. You have a team and you build that team you go through the yearly process with the team. Ultimate Team is you get a team, you get the better card, swap out one player, put a new card in. No, but with franchise mode, it's you have a salary cap that you're sitting over here, you're managing. You got free agency, just like we have in real life. It's supposed to be a real life replication of the sport they're simulating. Okay. And when they were announcing the features in June 2020, I was reading the feature lists, and when it came to franchise, I kind of was reading it. It was one paragraph, and then it went on to the next game mode that they had features for. Now, Madden Ultimate Team had like 2 pages. Knockout or the Yard or whatever had a page. All these different game modes had pages, and I had about 2 paragraphs for franchise mode. When I was reading the franchise mode features, I was so confused that I thought I was reading a patch note of the previous years. Because just to clarify what patch notes is like a little fix or an update that the video game producers give during the year to help improve the game a little bit. But usually they leave the big features for the brand new model next year. So I was like, oh, I'm looking at the wrong article. I'm looking at patch notes. So I went back, went in, I was like, oh wow, this is the features for franchise mode.
Yeah, I remember that outcry on Twitter. Everyone was like, "What?"
Fix Madden franchise. Hashtag Fix Madden franchise was trending.
Immediately.
Boom, 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 boom. Even NFL players were putting that out. Everyone was just like,
yeah. Even
the most EA Madden apologist came out and was like, yeah, no, if you play franchise mode, just don't buy it. Like Eric Wayweather or Eric, is it Eric Wayweather?
It's Wayweather.
His account?
Yeah.
Man, this man, before last year, I've never seen this man say anything bad about EA.
Same.
And even he was like, nah, if you play franchise mode, man, don't play this game. Don't buy this game. If you only care for franchise, don't buy it because you're not getting nothing. Even he couldn't make enough apologies for it. Now, people, just to also give a little bit of a brief understanding for the history of it, franchise mode hasn't had any significant changes for over 10 years. So that's what also led to
how long it's been?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I think it was Madden 06. 06, because that's when they had head coach. And it's only gone down. 06 had a really deep franchise mode where you had, players and everything like that. And it's only gone down. They've been taking away features from franchise mode. And it's gone to this point where it's just so bare bone. And then they do some little cosmetic stuff here and there. But honestly, there's been no main feature upgrades for over 10 years. Now, Fixed Matter franchise went trending online, and then the producers, obviously, usually they say all press is good press. No, not when they just signed a new contract with the NFL saying to be exclusive, because that's what they did. They have the exclusive rights to all NFL games or simulation style. So pretty much no one else can make it. And they just re-signed a exclusivity deal with them. And literally 3 months later, fixed Madden franchise, people talking about don't buy it if you don't play franchise mode because it looked bad. It just looked bad all around. And they came out and they said, we apologize. We are going to rededicate some sources to upgrading franchise mode to make it where it should be.
Right.
So in that roadmap, they said that for Madden 21, they were going to give, and I can't recall this number exact, but I believe 2 feature updates to help give some new features to Madden. Honestly, don't really know. But then they did, and understandably so, because they're already so far into the development of the game, they couldn't just completely start from scratch. But they said for Madden 22, you're going to get a way better franchise mode.
Yeah,
Me as a franchise player, I was like, all right, cool. You know what? I'll take it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna complain. I will complain, but at least you guys are finally admitting that you've neglected this game mode and you're gonna dedicate some resources to getting it done. I just want acknowledgement. You know what I mean? So now Madden 22, Madden 21 goes around. They did the promise updates. It was a little better. And Madden, but everyone's waiting for 22 because they said in 22 you're gonna get more of the meat and potatoes of the updates for franchise mode because it's gonna be a whole new game. Now we can actually, it's on the roadmap. We can really develop. And if anyone's been in development cycles, you understand you can't just do something in 2 months, especially when it comes to programming. You can't. Madden 22 came out and the advertisement was, and on my mama, who I love oh so dearly, so I wouldn't be saying nothing on my mama if it wasn't true. They said we would give you the first update. They said, honestly, we still don't have enough time to get all the features in. We're going to give you the first major update in September.
Mm-hmm.
When they announced that was when I also decided I was going to start this YouTube channel because I was going to make a franchise mode thing. And I was like, yo, you know what? They're really going to dedicate to it. I'm going to do it. Twitch, YouTube, we on it. We on it. We on it. September. All right, cool. September comes around, crickets. And then towards like the second week of September, oh no, we're kind of late. We're running behind, but it'll be ready in October. Again, because I've seen product cycles, I've seen life cycles and development and all that other stuff. I understand it's not the easiest. So I could understand, you know what, you need a little more time. You're overzealous. All right, cool. Boom. October does drop. Glitchy, but whatever. I got something. You know what I mean? And it's really bad when you're a customer and you are at the point of, at least I got something. Instead of enjoying the product, you're like, at least I got something. Like that sounds like a toxic relationship.
Yeah, that's the person that's defeated. I'm saying, it is what it is.
So
what happened? She me in the head with the bottle. I don't know.
Yo, she hit me with the bottle. At least she cared enough to hit me.
Right?
Like, what?
It's like what?
No, bro. You mean she should care enough to give you a hug? Like that's how much we're scarred as EA, as NFL players, Madden NFL game players.
Yeah.
We don't understand what good things are anymore. We understand pain. And why do I say that? Because you guys are gonna say October came out. So they said they're going to do three updates. Okay.
Yep.
First one's supposed to be September, and they're going to give us more information later on in the year. September comes around, they were late, October. And then an article came out in December where I can't remember who it is. I will put a link in the description below the article where a person was like, hey, listen, according to inside sources, EA is not going to give the other 2 updates that they promised. Now, literally, if you look on the back of the box, unfortunately, I buy my games digital, so I don't have the back of the box to show you. It is on there. 3 updates for you to buy this game. They're selling you franchise mode to buy with 3 updates to help improve the game mode down the road. Okay. This source comes out and says, hey, yo, listen, they said we don't got the time, we don't got the resources. because NCAA is coming out next year. So they took some people from EA Madden and put them to NCAA, another video game that they're developing. So therefore, you know what? They'll get their updates next year. Yo, again, Fixed Madden franchise went retrending on Twitter.
But people were way more heated. People were way more heated though for this one.
I was heated. One of the most heated people. I was definitely one of the most heated people.
Yeah, you for sure. Because this is the reason you even bought this year's game. Like strictly, this is the whole reason you even bought this game. Like you probably wouldn't have bought this game, imagine, if they didn't say all this franchise shit.
I really wouldn't. So here's what makes it. Here's what makes it. And okay, so just to give you full story, to wrap it up, EA came out and was like, "We don't respond to rumors. We don't respond to that. That's a lie. We'll give you more details early 2022." That was in December. It's about to be March on Tuesday.
Super Bowl already happened. The season's over. Season's over.
Super Bowl happened. Franchise tags are about to go out the door, and we still don't even know what the second update is. Like, okay, if I am a CEO or a business person and I am a crappy person, in all honesty, I would have honestly put the most lamest thing like, oh yeah, no, now you can actually I don't know, customize jerseys, and that's your second update. Just BS something and put a second update out, because they didn't specify what the second and third update was.
Nope, it's free reign. They put anything else.
They could put anything up. They could literally say, "Hey, listen, we just added 6 teams, so you can make the divisions. You know, instead of 32-team league, you can make it a 40-team league." And honestly, we can't say that's not what you guys planned originally.
Yeah, we can't say that because we don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
I'm going to give them right back to them. Really? Say, congratulations, you played yourself.
So you got the perfect scapegoat.
They do.
And they're still not putting anything out.
So that's just as bad as honestly putting some bullshit out, just as bad as not putting anything out. Because you pull some bullshit out.
No.
That might be just as worse.
No. I can't agree with that. Yo, you put some bullshit out, it's better than nothing. Because, okay, so for me,
I guess yeah, from getting sued. Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Yeah. So this is another thing and we can start with this. AJ, can I get my money back because they didn't give me what I paid for?
You should. Honestly, bro, that's another scapegoat they have. If they just offer refunds, if they say, "Hey, we messed up, we're not releasing no updates for franchise, we lied, that's fraud," what we're gonna do is offer refunds, full price refunds. If they did that, they're more likely to save money doing that than getting sued by someone.
Not even multiple just getting sued. People may look at that as good faith and still buy the game next year.
Yeah, and buy the game with the money they just got from them, because basically this game would be free because they get the full price and then buy the next one if they want to.
So can I get my money back though?
You should be able to, but we'll see if they drop the updates or not. They're gonna drop 2 updates 2 days before Madden 23 comes out. 2 days before Madden 23 comes out, they're gonna drop the 2 updates. I'm like, yep, there he is. There's your updates. Yo, I would cry tears of just straight laughter, bro, if they did some shit like that. All right, and I don't put it past, but I don't think we're getting these updates. I truly don't believe we're getting them.
I think they're gonna give one. I believe they're gonna give one just to kind of walk back the whole, because it should be a class action lawsuit if they don't drop 3.
I'm pretty sure somebody's already working on that just in case. Somebody already got that in their back pocket. Somebody's watching.
Because it's like if I go to think about this. For everyone who's looking at it, if you paid for a vacation to a Caribbean island and it's all inclusive, it says all inclusive, you're paying for all inclusive. This is part of the package, and all inclusive includes, if you don't know, all inclusive includes drinks, food for free. It's included with the resort. Now they may have some things that are like not in the all inclusive, like, oh no, this is like the 20-pound tuna. This is not included. You have to pay an extra $20. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But it's like paying for the all inclusive and you paid for a week's worth of it. And they literally told you, oh yeah, no, it's just breakfast only and nothing else.
It's like, but it says right here that
it says right here,
dinner
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. You said breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you're saying it's only breakfast? Oh, only on the first day? After that, so what did I just pay you an extra $1,000 for? Because all inclusive ain't cheap. Listen, I'm over here trying to play one with my cousins right now. It ain't cheap. Ooh, budget. But it's like honestly the equivalent. You told me I was gonna have, or it's like saying you're gonna get. Oh no, better yet, this is a better example. All inclusive, drinks are included, food is included. Oh, when you get there, only water is the included beverage. Stay hydrated, my friends.
Nah, this is this is worse. Madden is worse because they literally told you, like you said, it's on the box. They said what you're getting when you pay for $60 or $70, depending on what console you have. When you pay for this game, this is what you're getting. And you did none of that. You only did one. You got 1/3 of what you were supposed to get.
So, all right. So just to give y'all a little bit more, me and AJ, we both play franchise mode, but we both play for two different reasons. All right. So I was recording the video. This joint was never ending. We went and had therapy. We cried and shed tears. We were talking about how EA did us dirty, all of that. But just kidding. The video was just really too long. I'm gonna cut it here. I didn't want it to be too long. So part 2 and part 3 are coming up later this week. Special video blooper cut is coming up at the end of the week. All right. So definitely stay tuned for part 2. All right, part 2.